Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Minnesota Taste Buds. Today, since it's getting chillier out, fall's here, full bloom.
Fall.
I decided that usually that means people like to drink something warmer and more tasteful and seasonal, but we're going to do it the cold way. We're going to be doing some hard ciders.
Hard ciders, okay. I've had a couple of hard ciders, mostly just like some Angry Orchards. That's really about it.
Right.
That's kind of how I worked my way into beer.
Okay.
I have like this step process. If anyone's like, I don't like beer, I'm like, okay, well, you start with some ciders, you kind of get used to that, and you work up to like the lighter beers.
Right, Bud Light.
You kind of work your way into the beers. That's how I did it, and I think it works.
I like hard ciders. Out of the ones that we got, I think I've had 2 of them. Okay. So we got 6 to try today.
Yeah.
So it's time to buckle up and let's get her done.
All right.
All right, we'll be back in just a second with our first cider for the day. All right, first cider we're bringing to you guys is called Crispin Original Hard Cider. First cider, Crispin Hard Cider. All right.
Almost looks like a beer, a light beer.
Looks like a light beer. This one is from Colfax, California.
Oh, okay. I was way off.
Yeah.
It had like fancy. It just looks like something almost like how a Sam Adams or like something from like.
It's
it looks
very
like,
simple. It's a very simple, cool design.
It's almost like a wine bottle.
Yep, 5% alcohol by volume, so it's actually not too weak. It's like a normal beer.
Okay.
Crispin ciders are naturally fermented using the raw, unpasteurized juice of fresh pressed American apples and pears, though are through classic cold fermentation and specially selected wine yeasts. We always stay true to the fruit with authentic flavors and unique or aromatic notes that are only present in fresh pressed cider. Crispin Original is crisp and refreshing with fruit-forward green apple flavor and a subtle citrus aroma.
Green apple. I wonder what kind of green apple that is.
Ooh, it just pops, twists right off. Carbon.
We're not sure if we were going to need to crack them.
Yeah.
But I wonder about that. He said green apple. Because there's a good green apple and there's the bad green apple.
God, that looks like almost like champagne.
Well, yeah, they said they use a wine. So I've kind of seen how ciders are made. Like they take a bunch of apples. They like press them down or something. They make like an apple juice almost out of it. And then they usually use like wine yeast.
Yeah.
Because there's different kinds of yeast.
Yep.
With brewing, there's like ale yeast, there's lager yeast, there's people make their own. There's like so many different kinds.
That smells amazing.
It smells like apple juice.
It smells like apple juice with a little bit of pear. I smell a little pear to it, like it was saying. Like a fresh pear.
I don't know if I get the pear. I get the apple.
All right, well, here we go.
It's kind of sparkly too. Yep. Like there's, I guess, some carbonation or something. It's good.
That's good.
I mean, it's like apple juice.
Yeah, but with a little beer flavor to it.
Really?
I get just a hinty.
Like, honestly, if someone...
Almost like, it's kind of like a sparkling apple juice.
Honestly, though, if someone gave this to me and they didn't tell me it had alcohol in it, I wouldn't even
You wouldn't believe it. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. Definitely. You would not
believe it. I would just drink this all and I wouldn't even know there was alcohol in there.
Yeah. It's sweet. It's not dry.
Well, let me see now. That was a little bit tart. Like, is there a little bit of a hit of some alcohol? I think there is. There's like a little bit.
It's really good though. These things are something that like you can bring to any type of family event.
Oh, there's the alcohol.
Yeah, and you can definitely drink this with pretty much anybody.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't usually buy cider really ever. The only time I did was like I said, my way to become attuned or get used to the beer flavor. Right. I started with ciders and then kind of went to a light beer. Kind of worked my way up.
I like it. I mean, it's good. I think it tastes really good. Definitely. I would buy it. I just like how it looks very regal.
Yeah, it's just nice.
It's a good flavor. It's not like too
Well,
super.
I wonder what was like the price. Is it cheaper?
They're all of these were right around $10.49 and under for a 6-pack.
Okay, so not bad.
Actually, most of them were a truckload buy at Catchwise Liquor for $7.49, and then some of them were $8.49. But yeah, this one I think was the $10.49.
All right. Well,
we'll be back with our next one here in just a second. Right, second one we're bringing to you guys is one of my personal favorites, Stella Artois Cider. All right, second one we're trying here is Stella Artois Cider.
And this is like your...
This is my staple. This is my favorite.
One you like.
It's only 4.5% alcohol by volume, so it's not as strong as the last one, which I think was 5. But there's no fancy story on the back. It's just straight to the point. So I'm going to let you do the honors on this one.
Premium cider.
Yep.
Made with hand-picked apples.
Hand-picked apples.
Are some not hand-picked? Like, how?
Yeah.
I mean, don't you pretty much have to pick?
You
have
would think.
machines that pick
Just go
apples?
up there and grab it? I have no idea. I don't know how they do that. Be interesting. Find out. This is my stuff.
Looks like there's a little bit of... no, not really. It's clear. Looks like a really light beer. Looks like cider.
Yep.
It's got a different apple smell.
Yeah,
it's still an apple.
Yeah. It smells more like beer to me.
Yeah, it has more of a beer type smell. I wonder if when they make this, they don't use like a wine yeast, and they use like a beer yeast.
Yep.
That would give it more, maybe.
And that's why I like this one.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, well, here we go.
That is different.
It is different.
There's something else in there.
You get a beer flavor. You do. It's not like really strong. It's like if you mixed apple juice and beer and just completely combined them together, it tastes almost exactly how it would taste.
Yeah, it's like that. You know what I also thought? It's almost like crab apple.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a little bit kind of tarty-ish more, but
yes.
and it's like a really light beer with like crab apple kind of flavor almost.
Which this tastes delicious with a shot of Fireball in it.
Well, they have that one with Angry Orchard called Fiery Balls, so it's probably similar, huh? But yeah, it's almost, but it's not a
It's
bad
not
tarty,
super
it's not
sweet either. It's sweet, but it's not like insanely sweet. That's why I like this one so much, because I get a beer flavor. I could drink a bunch of these and not feel like I'm going to get sick.
I feel like you could almost mix this with a beer.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would, but if you wanted to add something a little fruity to a beer, you could almost mix this with a beer.
Yeah, it's good stuff. That's my favorite cider that I've ever tried.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's different. It was different than the last one.
Yeah, definitely. The last one's sweeter. More, it tastes like sparkling apple juice. Mm-hmm. This one's got the little malty flavor to it. Well, not malty, but...
Yeah, it's a little bit. There's like something that's kind of like beer in there.
Yeah.
Not exactly beer, but it's kind of like beer.
Yep. But I think, we'll be back with our third one here in just a moment. All right. Third one bringing you to you guys is Gumption Hard Cider. All right, number 3, Gumption Hard Cider. Comes from, I do believe this is Middlebury, Vermont. Has a story on the back.
Okay.
Legendary showman P.T. Barnum once noted, everybody drank cider spirits called gumption. Gumption celebrates the spirit of P.T. Barnum and those with the gumption to follow their own path. We pair the juice of common eating apples with dry cider apples to bring you a bold and unique drinking experience. Enjoy. It is also 5.5% alcohol by volume.
I'm not sure sometimes if they're screw ups or not.
Yeah.
It's kind of got an interesting picture. It's like a carnival.
Yeah, it's a carny.
Well, I think I already smell it, kind of. Yeah. I kind of already got a smell, though, when I open this up. I think this is going to be a little bit different.
Think so?
Yeah.
It looks clear. Wow, that's really clear.
I think it's slightly darker, but not by much. Yeah, it's more of a golden, like a...
Ooh.
Close to mustard or something.
This is a...
I'm going to get a little bit
more.
Wow,
that's a... It's a very refreshing smell to it.
It's different.
Yeah.
I can already tell. It's
It doesn't really smell too much like an apple.
It smells not like a green apple.
No,
it's like
a red delicious.
Yeah, it's more like a red apple.
Like they said, eating apple though. Most people you see the red apple and they're. But I'm ready to.
This is like with something else. There's something else in that smell. It's like apple with maybe like a caramel.
Yeah,
almost?
maybe.
Something.
All right.
Ooh. For some reason, I wanted to say
it's very
smoky
similar.
almost.
Yeah, but it's very similar to the last one.
It
to
is.
the Stella.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit more sweeter. Oh, I'm getting an apple peel flavor.
Yeah.
Once it sits there, I'm getting the apple peel.
Like the skin of the apple.
Skin, yeah, apple skin.
Apple skin. But I almost got like almost like a smoky apple flavor, like smoky apple, like almost like I don't know. I just think like crust of a apple pie, like
yeah,
it's been cooked. You know, it's like maybe just slightly burnt, but like not a burnt flavor, not in the bad way. This is different though than actually the last one for me. Because last one, like I said,
after it sat in my mouth, you know, after I swallowed it and let it kind of like sit there, yeah, I get the apple skin.
Yeah, it's
flavor.
like it's like red apple. It's like apple skin. For me, somehow I get some kind of smoky flavor in there, or like like I say, like it's almost toasty, kind of like the crust of an apple pie.
God, I'm liking ciders.
It's like
though, man.
that's what it is, like the apple pie crust, and it's a little toasty with like the skin of. It's like if you cut up.
It's sweet too.
It's like if you had an apple pie but you left the skin still in the apple in there or something.
Yeah, it's sweet too. It's got a good sweetness to it, but it's not over. It's really strong. Yeah, that's good stuff. That is good. See, I love ciders though. You get something like this, you could go to a party, bring that there, and people drink it.
Oh yeah.
And they'll be like, "Hey, what is this? Where'd you get it?"
Yeah.
That's what you get when you get with ciders.
Yeah, not bad.
That's good stuff.
I mean, they're all kind of similar because they're all made out of apples.
Yep.
I'd be interested too if we. I don't know if you can buy any. I'm sure you can somewhere, but I'd like us to try like some mead and stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's honey. Those are honey. That's honey beer.
Yeah.
So we've done like, and then maybe one of these days we'll do like wines. I know that's in maybe future.
Maybe we'll do a difference between like an expensive wine and a cheap wine.
Yeah, you guys could tell us, or maybe like if you guys have suggestions, like if you know like what you guys think are really good cheap wines.
Yep.
And we could do a comparison of like cheap wines
to a little bit more expensive wine.
Yeah.
Maybe like an $8 bottle compared to a $20 or $30 bottle.
So. All right. So next cider then.
Yep. Next cider, number 4.
All right.
Back in just a second. Okay, the fourth one we're bringing to you guys is Cider Boys First Press Traditional Hard Cider. All right, number 4, Cider Boys Hard Cider First Press Traditional. No writing on it really. 5% alcohol. Very simple.
Okay. And where's this one from?
This one is from...
The last one was from Vermont.
Yep.
If we didn't say that.
Yep, last one was from Vermont. This one is from
is
Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Okay, so this is Wisconsin, not Minnesota.
It's a twist. Yep.
Okay.
It is a
twist. So
twist.
I've seen people, I've seen friends have Cider Boys and stuff, so...
Ooh, this has got a caramel.
That looks darker. Yeah, this might be kind of toasty-ish. This might be another like peel.
Ooh.
Like the skin. This might be another apple skin.
It smells just like the first one.
Like the first one?
Yeah, but a little bit more pungent odor of apple.
Okay. We'll see. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people with this one. I don't know too. Like, do we have?
This is hazy though. It's not like really clear, unless it's just the glass. It's just the glass.
Yeah, it's a little bit of glass. It is a little bit. No, it is. It actually
is a little hazy.
No, yeah, it is a little bit more hazy.
All right. Well, here we go.
This, yeah, it's like apple juice. I had to smell it. This is a lot like the first one.
Yeah, but a little bit more bitter. I get a little bit of a bitter flavor to it. Not like bitter in a bad way. Like a legit apple, like a green apple bitter.
I feel like this is a combination of like maybe a little bit of like some green apples and a little bit of red. There might be a little bit of like apple skin in there, but
Yeah.
I don't think there's really any.
It's very simple. It's a lot similar to the first one, but this one tastes more like a real apple compared to the first one. Tastes like sparkling apple juice. This tastes like an actual apple.
Yeah, and I think you get a little bit more of the alcohol.
Doesn't taste like an artificial.
No, it doesn't taste. None of them have tasted artificial. I just want to say that. But I think you get a little bit more alcohol taste out of this one, maybe.
Yeah.
Than the first one, because the first one was literally like juice to me. It
Yep.
did after a couple sips. This one, I think you know right away. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, there's some alcohol.
There's alcohol in it. Yeah, it's like 5.5, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, 5%.
Okay, 5%. Yeah. Usually that's about when you like kind of notice most of the time, but.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's not
They're
bad.
all
There's
good.
nothing-
These are all good.
They're all good, yeah. It's hard though, because it's. I mean, you know, they're all gonna have an apple flavor.
Yep.
But some of them have been different. This is a lot like the first one. I don't know. This is gonna be kind of almost tie
Tough,
for me with
right?
the first one, right?
Be a little bit tough decision.
Yeah. All right. Well.
I think we should go to number 5 because there's not really much more to say about this one.
Number 5 might be a little bit of a special one.
Yeah, these last two are kind of. I'm excited for both of them because they're not like the rest.
All right.
So we'll be back in just a second with number 5. All right, number 5, Angry Orchard Rosé Hard Cider. 5. I'm a little excited for this.
Rose, Angry Orchard. So I've had Angry Orchard.
Yeah, me too. They tend to be sweeter. What I've noticed. I'm kind of excited and I don't know the word. Just what's it got? It's got my mind.
Wondering.
Yeah,
Interested. You're
interested.
Intrigued.
Yeah. Intrigued. That's the word.
Intrigued.
I'm intrigued to taste this because I've seen it all over, at TV advertisements and everything like that, commercials. And I've always wondered, is it going to be good or is it not going to be good? Because it says, what's it say? Made with rare French red flesh apples.
French fresh red apples. Yeah.
Yes.
And I think, I don't know, have you had all the other, like I've had, because I've had cider before, but only the Angry Orchard, so I've had all the other flavors, like you've had the variety packs, has all the different ones.
I've tried the crisp green apple.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried the traditional red one.
Mm-hmm.
I had this apple cinnamon or whatever one it is. I've tried pretty much all of them.
They have like a bunch of different ones, white and stuff. Yeah, okay. So this is 5% ABV. Angry Orchard. Obviously, the color you can already
Yeah, it's
see
pink.
Explore Orchard says Walden, New York, in the Hudson Valley.
Okay.
And there is no
Other
real story.
No story.
170 calories. So I mean,
All right, that's not too bad.
Thing.
All right, I'm excited. I've seen this and I've wanted to try it, so
Yeah.
I figured what better time to try it than on our show.
All right. Well, I mean, you can already see
Yeah,
the
it's
color.
pink.
Right? Pink. It is clear, very clear.
Pink is my favorite color.
Ooh, that
Ooh.
is.
Interesting.
Is it red apple though? I mean,
I
yeah,
don't know what
kind
that
of, but
is.
it's like a really like. What are those like real special apples that they only make some things with? It's a different kind of like red apple.
Yeah.
Like you know how they have like maraschino cherries?
Yeah.
They have like the special like. There's a different kind of red apple, special ones. Someone's gonna know. They're gonna be like,
Yeah,
what
I
are
know
you
we
talking
know
about?
apple.
You know what I'm talking about. It's like that red apple flavor, which is they're more expensive. They're like really
Yeah, they're
expensive.
expensive. I know what you're talking about. I just can't.
Yeah,
think of
they're
the
the
name.
more expensive like apple that people usually buy, but a lot of the times they don't because it's.
All right. Well, I'm ready. I'm excited. Here we go.
They're the ones usually people use for like pies, or they use them for like the caramel apples. Oh, that is different.
That's way different.
That's almost like a wine.
Yeah, that tastes like wine.
Holy crap!
That tastes like wine.
It's good.
It's good.
It's super good.
It's not insanely sweet either. It's very refreshing, crisp.
Yeah, this is like if someone.
It's not like any of the other Angry Orchards I've tried.
Oh no, this is literally like a wine.
Yeah.
Like if someone.
It's like a red wine.
Like if
like
someone.
a rosé.
Yeah, if someone covered this up and you didn't
wine.
see it and they just brought you this,
Yeah.
you probably maybe think this is some kind of like.
It's like that.
wine.
Ooh, it tastes like that red Andre champagne.
Oh, I've never had that.
You
so
never
I
had
can't-
that?
No, I can't.
It tastes like that.
I'm not really a wine drinker. I'm not really a champagne drinker.
That's what it tastes like. If any of you have had that out there, let us know. But this is what that tastes like. It tastes very similar to the Andre Red champagne. It's like
good,
it's
though.
like $4 for a bottle yay big for the Andre.
This is not bad though.
It's not bad. It's
I'm
good.
surprised. It's way different.
It's definitely good. It's different. It's different than the rest for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really sweet either. It's nice and it's a perfect blend of sweet and tart.
Yeah, I mean, there's that appley tart, but it's almost midway through. It's not initially really tart. It's kind of it's midway through the drink.
Yeah.
So as you're drinking, it's like midway through, you get a very sweet tart, and then it kind of finishes very smooth, just like
clean.
it starts.
Yeah, very clean.
All right, well,
I think that's
go on
pretty
to
much all we can say about this one.
Last cider.
Yep, our
This
last
is a special
cider.
one.
This one's very very special.
I mean, I've never heard of it.
I've seen it, and I've had the original version of this one, the golden crisp apple, and I seen this, and I was like, that looks pretty. We're gonna use that word again, intriguing, and I want to try it. All right, the last one we're bringing to you guys is Strongbow Artisanal Blend Hard Apple Cider. All right, well, we're back with our 6th and final cider. It's Strongbow Artisanal Blend.
So this is like a special.
Yeah, it's 6% alcohol by volume, so it's stronger than the rest.
6%, yeah. It's like it's almost fancy, huh? It's like you said this is like a kind of like seasonal thing? It's like is this like a one-time release?
I have no idea.
Because that's kind of how it seems, like how you were explaining it. It's almost like a one-time release or like a special kind of. It's like a special cider. It's not like.
I've had the original Golden Crisp Apple Strongbow, and it's not very apple-y flavored. It's more beerish with a hint of apple flavor.
But they have like, what's his name, Professor X?
Yeah, something like
their,
that.
Spokesperson. So it must be good, right?
Yeah. What's different about the Strongbow is their bottles aren't 12 fluid ounces.
Any of them?
None of them. They're all 11.2% or 11.2%. 11.2 fluid
Are they
ounces.
higher alcohol though?
Yes, they are higher alcohol content.
All of them, or just
this one is 6%. I think some of them are like 5.5, 5.6, 5.8.
Okay, so they're because I mean that depends. Is that a screw?
Nope, it is not a screw top.
Okay.
All right,
because I mean that would depend. You know, if you're getting a smaller amount, like.
If you're wondering what I'm doing, I think it's Wisconsin actually.
Oh,
but if you're wondering what I'm doing, it says swirl gently before serving.
Oh, okay.
I don't. Oh boy.
But I don't know about Heineken.
Oh boy.
Have I ever had a Heineken? Yeah, I think once. All right.
I'm interested to see what he's going to say about what this smells like.
Doesn't smell like a cider?
Well, you'll find out.
This almost looks like beer in a way. There's like a little. There's actually it's like retaining some sort of head. It's cloudy. Yep. It's like a foggy. It's almost like a foggy IPA.
Yeah.
It's like beer.
It smells like beer, but with almost pear. It doesn't even smell like apple. It smells like pears. Like if you open up like a can of pears.
Oh.
But it's got a little apple to it.
There's a little bit of apple, but yeah, it's more like pears.
Yeah.
Almost like a overripe pear though.
Yeah.
Like a pear that's kind of.
Okay, so here we go. This is interesting. I taste sugar, like legit sugar. It doesn't taste. It tastes like they added actual sugar to it. It's not like a natural flavor sugar. It's almost like a sugar cane.
Well, maybe they added something while it was fermenting to
That's
give it
possible.
extra sugar. Because you can do that with beer too.
It almost tastes like I bit into a pear that I opened up from a can. It doesn't taste like apple really. There's a hint of apple, but it doesn't taste a strong apple like I would expect for an apple cider.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe if I was to look it up, but it almost seems like when it was fermenting, they added in another kind of some more fruit into the fermentation. So, because when you do that, what it does when it's fermenting and you add in like fruits or something when you're fermenting like beer or I'm not sure if it's the same as cider, but like when you do it in beer, the beer will take those sugars and convert it into more alcohol.
Right. It has it's heavy flavored. It's a heavy flavor to it.
And this coats my mouth.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying heavy. That's where I got the heavy flavor
This
from.
coats my mouth though, like when you take a bite of an apple.
Yeah, and it just sits there.
This feels like when I take a bite of an apple, you know, when you take the bite. It's like I feel the slice
like
of
that
apple.
Instant bite into the apple, like the juice is from the apple, which is kind of, yeah.
I mean, now that I think about it, when I drink this, it's like taking a big bite of an apple.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm going to have a hard time judging these for my final review. Because they were all amazing. They were all really, really good. Which is kind of complete opposite from last week.
Last week was easy for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't
they were all
give a
bad
rating because I couldn't, but... Alright, we're going to go to the final...
Yep, we're going to do our final review, so we'll be back in just a second. I'm going to let Evan go first and tell me what he thinks. Best to worst, or worst to best, whatever way you decide.
Okay, this is really hard. Mine, the most I was surprised by, I think is going to be this Grumpton. That is going to be... Gumption? Is that what it is?
Yep, Gumption.
Gumption, okay. Gumption. That's going to be my favorite.
Okay.
After that, because I'm going more by ciders, I guess for now, because there's one of these that I don't almost consider a cider. I don't even know what it is. And I think the Strongbow, actually. I really enjoyed that. Then it's going to be the Angry Orchard Rose.
Rosé?
Yeah, okay. Rosé. Then that one, and then these are kind of tied.
Okay.
So yeah, the Stella is kind of my third or fourth, I guess. So this would be like 4. Then I give the Strongbow 3. Rosé would be a 3. Stella. I mean,
it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're gonna say lump these together as 2s, 3s, and a 4.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we got 4, 3, and 2s. All right. Now here's where I'm gonna be completely different. See, when I think of cider, I think of cider. And I'm biased, and I'm partial, so I'm going to go with my number 1 as the cider from Stella Artois because it tastes like apple juice and it has a beer flavor to it, and I love that about it. It's something that, it's a perfect blend of the two, and I love it. I'm going to give that one definitely a 4. My second one, I would have to say, really just because it was different, but I really liked it, was the Angry Orchard. I'm going to give that one a 3. And that one's going to be lumped in with 2 other ones. That would be the Gumption and the Crispin.
Okay.
The Crispin I liked because it was like a sparkling apple juice. It was delicious. Now these 2 I would give them a 2. Just because I didn't know exactly what I was getting out of this. It wasn't a cider. It was a cider, but it wasn't a cider. It tasted more like almost a pearish flavor to it, so I didn't really consider it more apple. And this one, Cider Boys, it's just your basic run-of-the-mill cider. Yeah. So, yep, I'm going to have to say definitely, just because I like the beer flavoring more out of it, this one, for 4, 3s, and both of these 2. But out of all of them today, none of them were poo. They were all good, and I would buy every single one of them, depending on my mood.
Yeah, there was none that I thought were poo. So, I guess that's going to wrap it up.
That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this week's
next week
episode of Minnesota Taste Buds Brewer Poo Hard Ciders.
That's going to be next week, probably Halloween, huh?
Halloween. Yep, next week is Halloween. We got something so special coming up for you guys. Make sure you tune in for that one. Because this is going to be, this is the fun one.
I think we might almost have like 2 episodes too.
Right.
In that next week because Halloween's on Wednesday, I believe?
Yes, it is on Wednesday.
So, and I think we'll film another episode too, because I still want to do one Friday. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I have an idea in mind for
well,
that.
We're gonna film,
I think you're gonna like it.
Yeah, we're gonna film 2 episodes though, because one is gonna be released on Friday. Or wait, no, this one will be on Friday, but the next one after that will be. Oh yeah, the Halloween will be on Wednesday.
Yes,
That's right.
There's gonna be
And
one
then
on Wednesday.
we're
But
gonna
I'm
have
gonna do another one.
Another
we're gonna
one,
do another
okay.
one for Friday. There's gonna be another one.
So make sure you guys
You're gonna have
tune
two
in.
Brew and Poos in a week.
Yeah.
There's gonna be one on a Wednesday and one on Friday.
Yep.
And I already have what I'm gonna pick out.
All right.
Because you're picking out 2 weeks in a row technically, because you're gonna get for the Halloween.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you what that's going to be, but it's going to be something that
Halloween
neither
type
one of us are
beers.
really interested in.
Yeah, I'm not interested in. But my dad, he'll probably like.
But we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna pick out some, and I already know what it's gonna be, and I think you might like it.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. You know, put us up on YouTube, whatever. You know, Facebook, like, which is awesome. Comment. Let us know what you guys think of our episodes so far. If you're liking them, if you're not liking them, if there's some things that we can change,
Yeah.
or some things that we are doing perfect. Either way, just let us know what you think.
Yeah.
So we just want to thank a couple people from work though, for sure, for tuning in every week. One of them is Jessica Boyd. She lets us know every episode and how she likes them, and her husband Matt.
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 He's actually
He wants.
bigger fan.
Yeah,
he's the bigger
He's
fan.
the bigger fan. He wants to come on here. He's like, I want to be on there.
Yeah.
Tell them I want to do some IPAs
Maybe
with
once
them.
we get a studio.
Yeah, we might be getting a studio. We're trying to work on
We
that.
could bring Matt onto the team.
Yep. We want to thank Wayne because he's
Wayne
our
Ward
designated
every
number
time.
1 fan right now.
Yeah, he's
And
still a designated number
He
one
just
fan.
comes by work and starts smiling and laughing at us and points at us and is like, hee hee hee. Yep.
Yep.
And we got Sam Hager, guy we work with, one of our really good buddies, and John says he loves our episodes.
Yeah, John was on the last episode.
Yep, he was on
Beer
the last
Wings.
episode with the beer and wings, which was a good time. We'll
Mhm.
have to do that again. Probably not for an episode, but just for
But yeah,
shits
we
and
just want
giggles.
to thank you guys. We've been doing this for a little bit over a month. And
yeah, about 2 months now actually.
yeah, me and Jeff like doing it. I've been learning I don't know how to edit stuff, so I've been just going as I
We're winging
learning
it.
as I go, and we're figuring it out. So we really appreciate you guys watching. So.
Yep. So we'll see you guys next time. Make sure you tune in.
All right.